We're live! We did it.
We did it.
We did it.
We said we would be here, and we are here.
We did. We said it. And
Yep.
we kept our promise to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Cheers. It's mildly cold today, so.
Well, it's gray. It's still going to be 80, but it's gray, so that feels good.
Cool 67 right now.
So I've got a cool Prince mug.
Oh, Prince.
Courtesy of Pinky Turzo.
Oh.
Yes. No, Pinky? Yeah, that's from Pinky. Sorry, friends, if it was from somebody else.
Like, yeah, that's her name.
The only other person it would be from Fran, but I think it was from Pinky.
Well, before we get into the shit, I just want to congratulate my Dallas Cowboys, who are here in LA, winning again with our backup quarterback, Cooper Rush.
Nice. Did anybody come through with tickets for you?
No, dicks.
Guys.
Yeah, Richard, where were tickets?
We requested tickets for Claudia last week. Good morning, Richard.
Haters.
Even though you didn't get Claudia tickets.
Yeah, fellow Dallas Cowboys fan.
You would think he would come through, but no.
I don't know why people just don't buy me what I want when I ask for it.
It's rude, frankly.
Yeah.
It's very rude. I was realizing that I never... Richard says sorry. Normally when I make this link to do this, I then take the YouTube link and I post it everywhere. I didn't do that this morning. So if everybody's looking for us, we're here.
You know where to find us.
We're here. It's October now.
I know. Was it not? The last
Maybe it
time
was.
we met? I can't remember.
But we didn't talk. Yeah, I guess it was because it's now the 10th. So it was the 3rd.
It is Indigenous Peoples Day today.
Yeah. So why on earth does like Apple Calendar still have Columbus Day on there?
I know. Mine actually comes up as Columbus Day and Indigenous Peoples Day. Both.
It's I
I
thought we'd all moved past Columbus Day because I do see
he was a dick.
4. Yeah, I have 4. Somehow, every time you put anything in, I get doubles of everything. But yeah, so I have Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day, Columbus Day, Indigenous Peoples Day. But we've moved past. Columbus wasn't a great guy. Shouldn't be celebrating him.
And newsflash, didn't do what all the history books have said.
No, he did not. So happy Indigenous Peoples Day. Enjoy that. We've got 5 more days of Latino Heritage Month.
Yes.
Latinx, Hispanic,
yeah. However you identify.
However you are comfortable with. We're still celebrating, and then let's celebrate all year.
Yeah.
Celebrate all year. It shouldn't just be 1 month.
No.
We should all celebrate each other, all of us, all year long.
The Great British Bake Off show celebrated Mexicans.
Oh yes, I want to hear about this. So,
and before I saw it, people were, there was an uproar, so racist, blah blah blah. And while there were a couple of questionable jokes from the host Matt Lucas and No Fielding, and Matt Lucas already has some a problematic past when he did the sketch, which I found his sketch show very funny. It's called Little Britain, but he did appear in blackface and which is not good. And so he already has this stigma attached to him. And so when he makes any questionable jokes that are mildly racist in any form,
then people
attached to him. And so
sorry,
what is happening?
It's on my phone. Oh. It came up on my phone.
I was like, that's me.
That is, yeah. Did you hear yourself again?
And rightly so. People should absolutely be upset about, the content that he's put out there. But that being said, the whole show was actually very enjoyable.
Really?
The actual challenges were.
What were the challenges?
So the first one.
Did they have to make churros?
No. They had to make a variety of Mexican breads, which of course everybody went to.
They do conchas and stuff?
Yes. Okay. Which it's so funny to me because I am not a fan of conchas. It's just too dense for me.
Yeah.
And that was their
that was the challenge.
That was a challenge, was to make a delicious, like, fluffy concha. And then they were all like, they were tasting them and they're like, oh, this is so dense. It's like, so I'm like, yeah, guys, it's not like this light and fluffy bread. Anyways, the second one, the technical challenge, was a taco. They had to make tacos, which they had like 2 hours to make, then like tacos.
The Brits don't know how to say the A's.
And that's the thing. They don't know.
They don't like a soft A. They don't like a soft A.
They also don't like a double L. They're just like, pico de gallo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I can imagine.
And I was like yelling at the TV that I was like, Spain is right there. I know they're not saying pico de gallo.
Yeah, no.
And then
they have pico de gallo? I don't know.
They must. They have something.
Well, they know they have gallos. So.
But who's frozen? Someone's frozen.
I don't know.
Oh, there we go.
I'm moving.
And then the last challenge, the big challenge, was to make a tres leches cake. Which some people did really well and made beautiful cakes. And I love a tres leches. And then some people decided to put corn in their cake because they thought that's Mexican.
What?
So.
Corn?
Like actual, like not even like pureed corn, like corn.
And in so a tres leches?
So the
blasphemy! That's blasphemy!
They're eating it and they're like, oh, this is not working for me. I was like,
no.
Oh my God.
Why would it? Just go ahead and throw in the taco meat too then. Back to conchas. Yeah. Sorry, friends, I'm not a big fan either of a lot of the Mexican breads. But when a concha comes right out of the oven and you get it that way, they are insane. And they're much lighter then. It's something when they cool, they get that sort of crumbly.
Yes, yeah.
I'm not a big fan of that. But right out of the oven, which I years and years, I'm just like, I don't really like these. Sorry, culture.
I know.
And then I finally had one directly out of the oven, and I was like, I get it now.
Yeah.
But then by the time you get them to where they're going, and they sit in the store for a while.
But I don't know why you need 2 hours to make a taco, though. I mean, like,
no, what could possibly have taken that long? I could make one by the end of our broadcast.
Even a tortilla from scratch, I'm like, my abuela used to do it, and she was in 5 seconds, and she had a stroke when she was 35 and was paralyzed on one side, and she would just like, whoop, 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 whoop.
Well, that was just muscle memory.
30 tacos in 5 minutes. I'm like, guys.
Did they have to make soft or hard shell tacos?
They were making little corn tortillas, so they had to make like they had corn masa, and it was a soft taco. Well, some people cooked their tortillas a little too long, so they're a little crispier. But I guess I had to like marinate the meat. All of this is not baking, by the way.
No, that doesn't sound like a baking. Yeah.
Anyways, we spent enough time on that show, but I'm just saying it wasn't.
We've spent a lot of time on worse things. I'll say that. Talking about food, I don't know. I'm okay with that. We can always talk about food.
Yeah.
Especially Mexican food.
Oh, delicious.
And Italian, Mom. My mom's watching. And Italian. I love Italian food.
Oh, that was.
I just can't eat the pasta.
The girl who got kicked off made a tres leches tiramisu wedding cake.
What?
I know. Sorry, it's Italians. Sorry, Karina.
Yeah. See, even my dogs didn't like that.
Yeah, they were like, "This is not." They were like, "This is not good."
Not good. Not okay. Yeah. I mean, I guess when you think about where England is, Mexico's very exotic, and that all seemed very difficult to them. And I would never go for Mexican food in England.
No.
Or even, well, it's better now, but up until recently, I wouldn't have gone to Mexican food in New York.
Oh, there's like one place that I know of that I go to.
There's some better. There's some more restaurants now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, New York surprisingly does not have.
You would think they would have, more, but it is getting better. It is getting better. In fact, under where Dave lives, his building, there's a very good Mexican restaurant.
Oh, good.
So, yeah, and that's in Inwood, so not in the city, but Inwood.
Yeah. The one that I go to is in Brooklyn, so it's like it's not even actually in the city.
Yep. This is a total non sequitur, except it does have to do with Mexican food in New York. Many years ago, my friend Laura and I went to New York for Thanksgiving. It was my first year of college. She flew over to visit me for the Thanksgiving break, and we drove up to New York, or took the train to New York, and had a rental car. Which I probably talked about this part before. We had a rental car. We met another friend of ours up there, and we were. It was a hatchback. We were watching the parade, and came back to the car, and of course, all of our luggage was gone.
Oh my God.
I'm getting to the Mexican food part. All of our luggage was gone. I had plans, I thought, to go to my cousin's house for Thanksgiving, but this is before cell phones, and I couldn't get a hold of anybody. So my poor friend Laura and I had no clothes, nowhere to go for Thanksgiving, and ended up in a Mexican restaurant for Thanksgiving. That's my story.
That sounds great, though.
There's more to the story, but that's the part that related.
It's a happy accident. In the midst of
it was a good dinner. It was a very good dinner. I mean, all we could do was we bought scarves on the street to change up our outfit.
Oh man.
Yeah, wraps, more like wraps, so that we could. We brushed our teeth in a like the Rockefeller Center bathroom.
Wow.
It was
That's a memory.
It is a memory.
Yeah.
It is a memory. Yep. And a lesson: don't rent a hatchback in New York.
Yeah.
In the highest tourist moment of the year.
And what year was this? Probably like
this would have been 86. Yeah. 86.
86 in New York.
Oh yeah, people I'm sure were standing around watching somebody bust open the hatchback.
Yeah.
And take our things.
Yeah.
And just rolling them away. With all of our best things. My mustard fringe suede boots.
Oh man.
Yeah, they were good. Yeah. Jacket too, suede jacket.
Oh,
Wait, the boots, did they have fringe? No, the boots didn't have fringe, but the jacket had the fringe. Yeah, it was good. Yeah. That's my New York Mexican food story. It got diverted a little bit. But anyway. We're almost there. We're almost to Thanksgiving.
Wow.
Yeah. What are your Halloween movies that this month is, of course, all about watching the scary movies?
The huge, The Shining is my favorite, and then Exorcist has got to be in there. But there's so much new horror that's streaming now that I'm just kind of like, there's a lot, which I'm just excited to get into. I started watching the new Hellraiser the other night, but I was babysitting a 3-year-old, and she decided to wake up, and I was like,
oh. I started watching it too and had to turn it off for some reason. But I never saw the original.
Oh, really? You should watch I went through a stage where I was watching all of the series. So Children of the Corn, Nightmare on Elm Street. I did Hellraiser, watched all of them. And the first one is great. And then the rest are just, that takes a deep decline.
Oh.
There's one, I think it's 6 or 7. And it's one of Henry Cavill's first movies. And he is awful. And it is awful. It's just boring and cheap. But the first one's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'll watch that one first.
Yeah.
Although, I realized that the leading woman in the movie is Pamela Adlon's daughter.
Oh, is it? Mm-hmm. Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
The one that we see in the park. Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. No spoilers.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how long she lasts, so I'm not gonna. Maybe she's not the lead.
Our friend Dorina said it's a lot of fun. It's kind of CW-ish, and then Stephanie.
But it's Halloween, Stephanie. It's Halloween.
She wouldn't watch what's the Neil Gaiman? I loved it so much. Sandman. She wouldn't watch Sandman. I was like, it's not even spooky. It's just like fantasy. Whatever.
Shining, I love
Yeah.
Shining. That's I would my number one is, of course, Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs is the best.
It's my number one.
Yeah.
That's number one. And that's not even just for scary movies.
Stephanie. See, I thought it was like sexy.
Oh, well, see.
Have you watched Sandman?
I haven't watched Sandman.
Have you read it? I have it if you want to.
No.
I have a few of the
No,
books.
maybe I should read it first. Okay.
I have a few of the books, yeah. It's good.
Oh, yeah, maybe I'll read it. I mean, it's going to take me 2 years because I read 2 pages and then fall
It's
asleep.
a graphic novel. There's pictures.
Oh, perfect. It's not that I don't like reading. I really enjoy reading. I just can't stay awake for it.
Also, the past couple of years, I just don't have the attention span or whatever. Like, my brain is just so.
It's called ADD.
I think I have ADHD.
I do too. I mean,
like the more I read and stuff.
ADHD
like,
or ADD?
ADHD. But I feel like as soon as I can find
I would certainly pass the test.
a doctor. Yeah, I'm just like, oh, I have all of the. I mean, down to like I have multiple drinks with me right now. I have Doom boxes and Doom bags everywhere. Stephanie's just like, oh my God, what is wrong with you?
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, I have a bunch of. There's a lot more that's been going on. I'm like, oh, I think maybe I should get on some medication for this.
Yeah. No, I think that's one of those things that has gone totally undiagnosed, and they say in women it goes very undiagnosed. Too.
Yeah.
So, I would pass the test for sure.
For sure.
Yeah.
But scary movies. Oh, and the Guatemalan La Llorona is on the Criterion channel now.
Oh, it's on Criterion?
They got the Criterion collection.
Nice.
Yeah. And
that's a great
wonderful.
One. Yeah, don't mistake it with the other La Llorona.
Not the Warner Brothers one. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
sorry, work.
sorry. Not the one with the white lady in it. Watch the
Guatemala. No, it's really it's a beautiful movie.
It's gorgeous
and scary.
Yeah. Pan's Labyrinth is another one that I'm
Labyrinth.
like.
That's a great movie.
It's beautiful and sad.
Yeah, and they're beautiful, crafted movies. They're not just slasher flicks. So
yeah.
Those are nice, and then a slasher flick's fun too. Those just make me laugh though. Like that's all it's about for me is just making me laugh. But yeah, so yeah, all month. That's all I'm gonna watch. We're gonna watch something tonight.
I know we got to figure that out.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right. I feel like it's too late to talk about news.
I'll just put this out.
Also,
there.
you.
Our LA City Council members, just look that up. They're horrible. I don't understand how, especially if you're a Latino woman, how to be as racist as Neri Martinez and to say the awful things that she did about fellow city council members and their children.
Oh, yeah.
Marginalized communities should not be going after marginalized communities.
Right.
I don't understand that.
Agreed.
I mean, we need to band together to defeat the whites. That's the point, right? No? Is that not the point?
Well,
I'm just kidding, guys.
Especially because you are half white.
I know. It's a constant struggle. Yes. No. And then also Kanye West is a piece of shit. And if you still have any of his music or anything, please throw it out. He's psychotic and anti-Semitic, and that's the danger. The stupid bigots are so dangerous. Like,
oh, the worst. That's as we witnessed last week that we talked about. Yeah. Yes. All right. So in a nutshell, oh yes, and then of course Putin escalating.
You guys, these are wild times.
It is terrible times.
Yeah.
And Iran. I mean, there's too much to talk about now that it's almost 9.
Yeah, and that's why we go to our horror movies. It's,
that's right.
It's escapism. It's sometimes there's a good outcome, sometimes there's not. I don't know what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Well, it's just this pure escapism.
Yeah.
You know, you sort of process. We've talked about this a lot. Like that's why we watch crime shows and stuff too. It's like it's a way to process violence in a safe environment.
Yeah. No, I do not watch the crime shows anymore. I can't do it.
You can't?
No, it stresses me out too much. No.
You've changed.
Well, it's happening everywhere.
Look out the window. I know.
Yeah.
But see, for me, it's still the escape. It's like, I know everybody's going to be okay. I'm going to be okay. Yeah. Right. So anyway, all right. Well,
have a good week.
Everybody have a great week. Have a great week. Let us know. First of all, like if you haven't yet, please go subscribe to our podcasts. Which is Claudia has been taking all of our CNC and conversation shows and making them into podcasts. And there's some great conversations. So, but please subscribe and download. And then you don't have to listen. I always say that you don't have to, but you should. They're fun.
Yeah, we had the one that just came out yesterday was with Christian Hoffman and Justin Tanner, and they have some fabulous stories.
Yes, good.
Like super interesting. And we need a theme song, guys. We need a theme song for it. We need an intro and an outro. So give it. Somebody make it.
Send us your best intro, outro. A sting or whatever it might be.
Yeah. Otherwise, I'm just going to record myself going, this is CNC and conversation.
I think you should do it.
Okay.
I think let's just do that.
Okay.
I think that's great. We don't have to pay for it.
True.
But yes, please go subscribe on whatever platform you use and download because we need that. And then if you haven't become a subscriber on our YouTube channel yet, please do that as well. Please like us on Instagram. We really need the validation.
I just want us to get to 1,000. I was watching another friend's show, and he's like, "Guys, I'm almost at 25,000 subscribers. Just come on!" And I was like, "Oh."
I know it's really sad. We've been doing this long.
I was like, I just want to.
We're not so great at the promos.
No,
we're not so good at that. Help us out. Help some girls out. All right, we will continue to bring you this titillating conversation. So, all right. We love you. We will see you next week. Right?
Next Monday.
Look, we're back on Mondays. We're back. All right. All right, everybody. Have a great week. Adios.
Adios.